Hello guys, welcome to the Oddspedia channel. We've only seen 4 weeks of the Premier League season when the competition stopped because of the international break. We are going to take advantage of this break to analyze these first games and see how the odds have changed in only 1 month due to the team's performance now. As I said, only 1 month of competition, but we can already say that this Premier League is going to be really exciting. If you don't believe it, only take a look at the weekend's result, with Man United being thrashed at Old Trafford against Mourinho's Tottenham 1-6 and Liverpool losing 7-2 against Aston Villa. Who could believe that? Actually, if you had placed a £10 bet on exact score in these 2 games, you could have earned £1.23 million. That's a lot of money, no more work for you. And we saw how Man City has only won 1 game out of the 3 they played, including a terrible defeat 2-5 at home against Leicester City, or Ancelotti's Everton winning everything so far. So let's see what we have in the top part of the table. As you can see right now, Everton is topping the table with 12 points, followed by Aston Villa with 9, same as Leicester City, Arsenal or Liverpool. In only 4 games, the all outright odds for winning the Premier League have changed dramatically. We said at the beginning of the season that Man City was the favorite team to win the title, but I actually thought that Liverpool had more chances to retain the trophy. And now, what happened? The Reds are favorites again. But I couldn't say thanks to their good performances in these games. I actually have more doubts after these 4 games because I don't see them as well as last season. Even they were unlucky because their best signing, Thiago Alcantara, got corona, so he could only play 1 game. But apart from the nightmare at Villa Park, they won all the games, including an important game against Arsenal at Anfield, and they also beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. On the other hand, we have Man City repeating the same mistakes like last season. Draw against Leeds, terrible defeat against Leicester City, so they are now way behind. And at the beginning of the season, we also mentioned Chelsea as the underdog and the possible surprise, but now this possibility looks really unlikely. Lampard's team is really weak in defense, so they cannot be considered for the title in my opinion, and actually they will need to fight a lot with Arsenal, Tottenham, Everton, and who knows, even Leicester City to secure a Champions League spot. And this leads us to check the market finish top 4. Chelsea are still favorites here, but we also have Arsenal and Tottenham with lower odds now because we are sure that they are gonna be way better than last year. Their project is really promising. The Spurs especially made really good signings, and both North London teams should be fighting again for a Champions League spot. Something more difficult for Man United at this point. However, Cavani's arrival might change everything. I'm skeptical about Cavani's form after being 6 months out of the pitch, but only time will tell us if he will be maybe like Falcao or like Forlan. So far, the Red Devil only got 3 points with a last-minute victory at Brighton, but the feelings are really bad, and no Red Devil fan will forget that game against Tottenham. And because of these poor performances, Solskjaer is now the favorite to be the first Premier League manager to leave the job. You can check the odds here in this interesting market. There were many doubts about Solskjaer's capability for the job. Last season he was pretty decent, I could say, but Man United should aim for more. And even if we are in October, there are some rumors about him leaving Manchester, especially if we take in consideration that Mauricio Pochettino is free, and I think he could be the perfect manager for United right now. Do you agree also with me? Other favorites to lose their jobs are Scott Parker and Slav Bilic, and this is pretty obvious if we check the bottom part of the table. We knew that Fulham or West Brom were going to struggle. Actually, they were really favorites to go back again to the Championship. But especially the West London team has been dreadful. Terrible defense and showing absolutely no level to stay in the top flight division. So they are really favorites for relegation, as you can see in the table here. Odds 1.20 to be relegated. Same we can say about West Brom, apart from their crazy game with Chelsea. And the surprise came with Sheffield United after their great last season, or even Burnley, that they are usually very strong at home. So right now Fulham, West Brom and Burnley are the favorites to go down, but be careful also with Brighton, for instance, with only one victory. And the surprise here is Aston Villa. After struggling last year to find salvation, their start of the season has shocked us. 3 games, 3 victories. So they are not anymore among the favorites to go to the Championship. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you get notifications. Also, thumbs up if you like the video. And we have our own podcast on Spotify where you can listen to all our videos. And now we analyzed a bit the first games of every team and how the odds have changed after these first 4 weeks. But also we can evaluate individual performances by checking, for instance, the top scorer market. And here we see a name that was not among the favorites at the start of the season. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Everton's great start with James Rodriguez perfectly fitting in the Premier League, allowed the striker to find the net easily. 6 goals in only 4 games. Crazy. It's also surprising to see Son in this list. The South Korean scored 4 goals against Southampton and 2 against Man United, so he's also top scorer right now of the Premier League. However, his partner in crime, Harry Kane, is the one with appealing odds for top scorer, 7.0. He looks sharp, and I think he's gonna be even better when Gareth Bale is fit to play for the Spurs again. But in the top scorer market, we have as big favorites now Mo Salah and Jamie Vardy. Great start of the season for the Egyptian, looking as good as 2 seasons ago and finding the net easily. 5 goals is a very good mark at this stage of the season. Same can be said about Jamie Vardy. He was also a candidate for this individual trophy, and he has kicked off the season with enthusiasm to lead the Foxes again to Europe. I am missing some names here. Agüero, Rashford, Timo Werner. All these 3 players have not started the season pretty well, and who knows, maybe now that Cavani is going to start playing for the Premier League, we should take the Uruguayan in consideration. But I guess the fight should be between Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy. Also be careful with Aubameyang or Lacazette. Arsenal is doing pretty well in these first 4 games, and I think Arteta's project is gonna take off even better. They are gonna perform really well in this season. Only 4 games of the Premier League, but a lot of things have happened. Do you think Solskjaer will be the first manager to be sacked? Will Man City recover and fight for the title with Liverpool? Do you see Tottenham or Arsenal in the Champions League next year? Well, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and pay close attention to our show, Odds on Premier League, to find good odds and tips and many surprises about this amazing tournament.